Great to be back here at the Metals Investor Forum here in Toronto. As Eric has mentioned, a few changes with the company since I was here last year. So I really want to do here is get into what's changed and what the value is for the investor here. Look, we're a copper, zinc, and gold exploration company. You know, I can't improve upon the good words that Eric has said about these metals. We love them. That's why we're in this space. The next thing, again, as Eric mentioned, this is a discovery play. It's an exploration play. We want to be on that other steep portion of the discovery curve that JJ just showed, and that is where you make that initial discovery. You get big increase in value over a short period of time. That's where we want to play. And the next thing about us, we have some really experienced mine finders on our team. On the left there is Dave Broughton. You probably know he's Robert Friedland's former VPX for Ivanhoe Mines, found Kamoa-Kakula, I think probably the biggest copper find of the last 50 years and maybe the next 50 years as well. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger. He's our chief geologist for our Aston Bay property in Nunavut. He came to us. He saw the same potential for copper and zinc discovery in Nunavut that he saw in the Congo. And we're very happy to have him on our team. Couldn't have a better geologist, and really a great stamp of approval for the exploration potential on our Nunavut project. New to our team in the last year, Don Taylor. Again, another proven guy. He's the guy who found the Taylor deposit for Arizona Mining. Just got bought out this past summer for something like 1.6 billion Canadian by South 32. We've picked up his private company. Again, this is Don's other project, a great stamp of approval. This is a company he started looking for copper and zinc a little further south, down in Virginia. It's a great jurisdiction. Also great gold potential here. He's joined we've picked up his company into Aston Bay for all shares. He's joined as a geologic advisor. He's directing our exploration down in Virginia. So two of the best guys in the business right now really help us reduce that risk of making that exploration discovery. So again, our two projects located in Nunavut and Virginia. In Nunavut, again, looking for those Congo-style copper deposits, Polaris-style zinc. We have a very large land package, over 1 million-acre property. We're on tidewater, fantastic potential. We're actively working to make a discovery there. Our new project down in Virginia, again, looking for copper and zinc, SEDEX, SED-hosted copper. But we're also have some good precious metals potential. We're located between the Carolina Slate Belt and the Avalon Gold Belt there. We have that potential for precious metals, particularly gold discoveries. Just to the south of us is the Hale Gold Mine. Probably some people here made some money off Remarco. That was eventually bought up by Oceana. Again, great potential down there. It's a drill-ready project. We got year-round exploration. Fantastic addition to our company. Brings in another commodity with gold, in addition to copper and zinc, and really reduces our seasonality for this company. So just a quick word about Storm Copper. That's our main copper play up in Nunavut. Fantastic historic intercepts. This was found by Cominco in the 90s, drilled very shallow levels in the 90s, multiple tens of meters, multiple % copper, over almost 100 holes. We've done some significant amount of geophysics and ground geochemistry as well. We did a drill program last summer, very difficult season weather-wise. We didn't get as many meters drilled as we wanted, but we did find copper using the geologic and geophysical signatures in our data. We're actively working to get back up there next summer. We think we're just starting down the path of making that big discovery that we really want, that we really need up there. On the zinc side, again, we have significant high-grade zinc at the surface on tidewater. We're located just south of the Cominco's former Polaris mine. Same age mineralization as at Polaris. At the surface, we have over 1 million tons of over 10% zinc just sitting at the surface, and that's real zinc. That's not equivalent. There's also 1.5 ounces of silver with that. And really, so the question here is what remains undiscovered? That's what we're going for. Again, with our somewhat abridged drill program last summer, we did find zinc. And again, that speaks to the fact that we know what zinc looks like in our geophysics and geologic database. Next step, get back up there, continue looking for more. The Blue Ridge project down in Virginia. We're located on private land down here. This is really critical. We'll be partnering with typically forestry companies. We have a letter of intent signed with a major forestry company in the States right now. We're just working through getting that deal fully consummated. But working on timber farms, these timber companies, they understand the resource extraction business. So they're on side with us with what we're doing. They own the land. And the great thing about owning the land when you're on the eastern colonies here, the old colonies in the States, they have very strong feelings about property rights. And they have what they call a fee simple jurisdiction. And really what that means is if you own the land or if you have a deal with the landowner, no permitting is required for drilling. And that's absolutely critical for us. We're able to get out there essentially. Once you sign that land agreement, you can drill the next day. No permitting required. That ability to act quickly is critical for us. We can get out there, make a discovery quickly. So what we have there, we have what Don's been working in this area since the 90s, been collecting geologic, geophysical data. We're able to see through the soil cover. You may have not heard about exploration in Virginia very much, and really the reason for that is it's somewhat difficult and because a very strong weathering profile, very little outcrop at the surface, and so that essentially creates a bit of a veil, over the geology. It makes it difficult to see what's going on underneath. Over the past 20, 30 years almost, Don has been working in this area, gathering the database to help see through that soil cover. And Don's got the experience, and the relationships that really allow us to work effectively in this area. The other reason we really liked the Blue Ridge project is the commodity diversification for our company. Again, we bring gold into the mix. We love that. It's a great space to play in. And of course, the seasonality reduction. We can work year-round in Virginia. Previously, with such a seasonal project up at Aston Bay, very difficult to effectively raise money and keep the company going. It's great to be able to work year-round again. And so what do we have there? Really, again, it's a copper, lead, zinc, gold mineralized belt. Significant precious metal potential with the essentially being on the extension of the Carolina slate belt. We just signed a deal yesterday. The press release will be out Monday. We've picked up a property that has some significant gold intercepts. You can see just one of them located at the bottom, almost 25 grams over 2.5 meters, and that's within a much wider halo of somewhat more modest mineralization, but still multiple gram mineralization. This is just, again, sitting at the surface, 6 drill holes, very much underexplored. We're very eager to get out there. We expect to get there this March to drill and hopefully make a discovery. Here's a pie chart. I know these generally make people's eyes glaze over, but just a little bit about our company. Very strong institutional shareholders. You can see some good names there. Fairly strong management and insider component as well. I have 2% of the company, all bought in the market. One number I've just added there on the right there, interesting, is our average share volume. So far this year, we trade about 750,000 shares on average per day in total Aston Bay shares on the TSXV and the ATS markets. So significant volume, lots of eyes on the stock. It's actually a nice change for us. That used to be probably our quarterly volume, but we're happy to have that volume now. So next steps for us. Blue Ridge, we've signed the LOI with the major timber company. We'll have that wrapped up in the next few weeks. We've just signed an agreement yesterday, again, for a gold play, and then in the next couple of weeks, we'll have another base metals base metals land package down in Virginia as well. We hope to get drilling this March. Again, we can, but with about a week or 2 weeks of notice, we will be drilling. On the Aston Bay property right now, we've just been essentially working through our geologic and geophysical interpretation. We're very eager to get back up there. So for the next couple quarters, Blue Ridge, we plan to continue drilling down in Virginia for base metals and precious metals. And then hopefully if we can get our share price up, we can raise a significant amount of, be able to raise enough money to get us back up to a drill program this summer at Aston Bay. Everything is in place there. The camp is in place. We have fuel ready to go. Tens of tons of salt ready for drilling. We're eager to get back up there and continue what we started last summer in addition to our plays down in Virginia. So thanks. We have some interesting rocks over at the booth. Come by, say hi, and I'll tell you a bit more about the project. Watch the news over the next few days. We have some press releases coming out. Thanks.
Great.